Hello everybody, today I will be talking about the Pythagorean Theorem. So Pythagorean Theorem has to do with triangles, but a condition that must be met before the Pythagorean Theorem can be applied is that triangle must be a right triangle, as you can see right here, which means one of the three angles in a triangle must be 90 degrees. And C, which is on the opposite side of the right angle, is the longest side, which is also known as the hypotenuse, or H. So that's what this C is over here. And the other two sides, A and B, it doesn't matter which is which. You could call this A, you can call this B, but the main point is the longest side must be C, which is always on the opposite side of the right angle. With that being said, this triangle on the right, there's no right angle. These are all less than 90. They all have to equal 180, right? But none of these are 90. So for this, Pythagorean theorem cannot be applied. And this is a general equation. Basically, the whole purpose of this formula is to find given two sides, A and B, or B and C, or A and C, you can use this equation to find the length of the other side. Okay, so let's do some examples. Okay, so in this problem, we're given A and B, or A and B, whichever way, it doesn't matter. Either way, we don't know C. C is what we want to find, because that's the one that's opposite of this right angle, which is always C. So let's follow the equation again. So it's just going to be 3 squared, right? Because A squared plus B squared, so 4 squared is equals to C squared, which is what we're trying to find. We want to find this third side, the hypotenuse. Alright, so let's go ahead and square these. 9 plus 16 equals to C squared. So C squared is equal to 25, which tells us, so if we square root both sides now, because C squared, we actually get C equals to plus or minus 5. However, because when we're doing geometry or shapes in general, you cannot have a side of -5. So we can get rid of this minus. So it'll just be C must be 5. Normally when you square root a number, you need to do the plus or minus, but because it's a shape, we don't need to do the minus part. Alright, last example. This is another type that you will be given. As you can see here, this time we're given the hypotenuse, and like I said, the one that's opposite to the 90 degrees is always the hypotenuse, or C. And this, you can either put 5 as B or A, it doesn't matter because you have to add them. I'll call it A just to keep it consistent throughout this video. So, let's do 5 squared plus, and we're trying to find B squared, B this time. But the equation is this, and this time we know C. So let's square this. So then you'll get 25 plus B squared is equal to 64. And to solve for B, you can just subtract 25 this time. Subtract 25 to get B squared is equal to, and 64 minus 25 is, what is this, 39? Yes, 39. So again, we just have to take the square root of both, and we're gonna get b is equal to square root of 39. It's not a clean square root, so we're just gonna leave it as that. And so this side over here becomes square root of 39. It doesn't always end up as clean numbers, but that's fine because we applied the theorem, so we know that it's true. And that's really all there is to Pythagorean theorem. Make sure it's a right triangle. The biggest thing is we need to know the longest side is the c, and all you need to do is apply this equation, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.